Okay, video 2. So here's what we've done so far. We did those 3 pages there. These 2 are kind of reversed. Let's go to page 4, logarithms. Okay, so nothing too complex on logarithms here. All pretty basic stuff. It looks scary, but it really isn't. What you want to do is think, on these first ones, is think what base we're in. Like here we know it's 7. These ones where no number is written is 10. So since both sides of the equation have the same log base, it enables us to just go like this, and like this, and like this. Oops. Where'd it go? So we'd subtract 10, and that leaves us with this. And then we would, a lot of things we could do. I'm going to add, and I'm going to get x is 0. I think that you guys can solve the rest of the basic algebra problems, okay? Those 2 are the same. That one's the same. Don't have to do 6. That concept will not be on there. 16 is good. So for 16, I'm going to start out by adding 10 to both sides. And now I'm going to solve it like a logarithm. So 3 to the 0 power must equal m plus 3. And 3 to the 0 power is 1. And when I take away 3 from both sides, n is negative 2. 15. If you know this, which of the following is false? Remember in logarithm land that subtraction is actually division. So this one here is okay. Now I kind of start looking at the rest of it just a little bit closer. And I can tell that this one here is okay because what happened was here log 512 got added to both sides, which gave you this. So that is okay. So it must go ahead and be A there for that one. So I thought there was a D option too, but yeah, it's apparently cut off there, but A is good for that one. I think it might have just said 12 or something, which was okay. Okay, on to problem. Looks like it's a bit out of order on the numbering there, but I think this is next. Okay, graph these 2 functions and then answer the multiple choice question below. All right, so for this, 10 to the x, I'm just going to make 2 tables. This one will be 10 to the x. So I want to include some negative numbers to get an idea of what this will look like, plus those are the only ones that will fit on the graph. So negative 2 and barely up at all, negative 1 about the same, 0, 1, and 1, 10 gives me that, and then log x. So log x is its inverse, because remember it's log base 10. So I'm not going to worry about plugging anything in. I'm just going to go like this, that. And now I should be good. So I'm going to have negative 2 and down a little bit. I'm sorry, no, not negative 2. Pardon me. I have 1/100th and down 2. 10th and down 1. 0, 1. And then 1, 10. And this one goes like this. Okay. Which of the following statements is true? One of the functions is increasing, and one of them is decreasing. These are both increasing functions. So I'm going to strike that one out. g of x equals log x has a horizontal asymptote. Well, it might look like this is going to end up being a horizontal asymptote, but I just start thinking about what happens the farther out I go. Okay, on both of them, it's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So that's no good. So I can strike that one out. C, f of x and 10 to the x has a vertical asymptote. That one can keep going and going and going too. The range of f of x is exactly the same as the domain of g of x. Yes, they are inverses. And we know that because of the tables. And we know that because it is symmetrical over y equals x. Which of the following statements is false? DNE means does not exist. So let's see here. We got log 9 0 equals 0 because 9 to the 0 is 1. So that's false. Log 3 2 is 9. Yep. Log 5 5 is 1. Yep. And log 4 DNE is 0. 4 to does not exist equals 0. That's true because you can't have like 4 to something and have it equal 0. Remember, it has an asymptote at 0. It can't get that low. 20 is multiple choice, but it's been cut off, so I'll just solve it. This is like x to the third is 125, and that is 5. Okay, 21. Matching. All right, so I know that 9 to the third power is 729. And I know that 321 to the first power is 321. And I know that x to the 321st power is x to the 321st power. And then we got 3 to something is 1/3. That would be -1. And 5 to the 0 is 1.